Hi, this is Tina with a tidbit of truth. And this today is going to be an encouragement to those who are facing something that feels bigger than them, or that they don't feel that they have an influence over. And this is based on 2 Chronicles chapter 20. This is Jehoshaphat, and 3 armies are banding together to come against him. And so in verse 3, he hears about these 3 armies that are banding together to come against him. And it says, Jehoshaphat feared. And then he set himself to seek the Lord and proclaimed a fast throughout all of Judah. So we see a few things here. There's this knowledge that has come to Jehoshaphat that this army's coming against them, and that army is bigger than them. It's not something that they can stand against on their own. And so he hears that this army is coming. Hey, they're coming against you. So he hears that, and it says that he fears. Jehoshaphat fears. He has human emotion. This is we might think of it as a healthy fear. You know, if you hear that an earthquake is coming and it's going to be a 7.0, you're going to have a healthy fear that earthquake is coming. So here he is, he's experiencing fear, and the thing that we note in verse 3 is he knows where to take his emotions. Jehoshaphat fears and sets himself to seek the Lord. So he begins to seek the Lord. He sets himself to seek the Lord. He positions himself in a place of seeking the Lord. He sets himself. He begins to fast. He calls others to join with him in fasting. And so he experiences his emotion. He knows where to take it. He takes it to the Lord. He sets himself to seek the Lord. He positions himself rightly to do that. He's fasting. He's praying. And then, as we go on in that chapter, he begins to pray. He stands up in the midst of the people and he begins to pray and acknowledge God for who he is. And then in verse 12, Jehoshaphat makes a statement and he says, here is this great multitude coming against us. We have no power over them. He's acknowledging there's nothing that can be done over this multitude that's coming. We have no power over it. There's no influence we can exert. There's nothing to be done here. And in fact, they don't even know what to do. Jehoshaphat says, we've got no power over them and we don't know what to do. And notice what he does say though. He says, but our eyes are on you, Lord. Our eyes are on you. And again, here's this positioning, this time in a place of humility. God, we don't know what to do. We have nothing that we can do. And even if there was something, we wouldn't even know what it was. But our eyes are on you. We know that you are a big God. We know that you are the one who can intervene here. A friend of mine, she likes to say, God has the answer and he is the answer. He has the answer and he is the answer. Even if we don't have the answer, God has the answer because he is the answer. So for those of you who are experiencing difficulty, maybe you're experiencing emotion, maybe you're facing a situation you just don't know what to do with, and you're feeling fearful, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling anxious, because there's nothing that you can do in that situation. Position yourself to seek the Lord. Position yourself in a place of humility. Acknowledge it. Tell God that I don't know what to do here. I'm just being straight, Lord. I don't know what to do. I've got no answers here, but my eyes are on you. Choose to trust him. Even in the place where you don't know how it's going to work out. Choose to trust him. Pray, fast. Get on your face before him. Determine that you're going to seek him for his answer, for his intervention. It might be that he gives you a divine strategy. In this chapter of 2 Chronicles chapter 20, God gives the children of Israel a divine strategy. He tells them, you're not going to have to fight in this battle. I'm going to take care of this for you. The battle belongs to me. But he does give them a step of faith they have to take. They have to step out onto the battlefield. They need to show up where God tells them to show up. And they're also sending out the praise and worship team first. And as soon as the people begin to praise and worship, God begins to act on their behalf. It could be God has a divine strategy for you in this, but we have to ask him for it. And the divine strategy that was given to the people in 2 Chronicles chapter 20, they would have never come up with on their own. And that's true for us too. Anytime that God's given me a divine strategy, I would have never come up with that on my own. But once you know it, that's the very thing that was needed. So I encourage you, experience the emotion, but bring it to the right place. Set yourself to seek the Lord. Pray, fast. Position yourself in a place of humility before him. Choose to trust him. Ask him if he has a divine strategy for you, and then step out in obedience in that area. God bless you.